All right, hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Morgan F. You're watching Young Black Misses, where we talk about marriage, money, and a whole lot of food, because we gotta eat. So today, I am comparing Imperfect Foods with Misfits Market. Have you wondered which one is better? I'm gonna give you my opinion, so stay tuned. But before you head away, make sure you like this video. If you like it, and share with a friend. Make sure you comment down below which one of these you are trying or which one of these is your favorite. Let me know in the comments. All right, let's get into it. All right, Misfit Market. Doing a comparison review of Misfit Market against Imperfect Foods. So let's do, and future voiceover Morgan will have some information about Imperfect Foods, but today, all about Misfit Market. So, very similar in their overall approach, right? So Misfit Market and Imperfect Foods are about those odd looking produce. So when you open up your, well, let's talk about that really quick. So when you order about a week ahead, right? Maybe 4 to 5 days ahead. It's like I order on a Saturday to a Tuesday. That's time period. And I have the biggest order. It's like it's $35, and I think it's called a Madness. There's another one that's a little bit cheaper, like $22. And so with this, and while I'm talking about this, I will insert my order. With this Misfit, you have tiers. And with mine, it's like one set, you can get 6 things on one tier, 6 things on another tier, and then 2 things on another tier. Or like, little groupings of items. And that equals out your 35. And then you can add a little bit more after you're done. So I think I've spent, with tax and everything, and I think they charge you for FedEx shipping. This comes FedEx for me. This is $43 here. So, well, let's get into it. So this is $35 worth. Well, no, it's a little bit more. It's $40 because I got this cauliflower, which I thought was going to be way bigger. This little baby cauliflower will not make enough for some wings. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Well, all right, Imperfect box. This is obviously another day. I have another outfit, but we're good. Let's go. Okay, and full disclosure, I kind of opened it up because I needed some bread. So here's the bread. It's already eaten. It's great. Oh my goodness. I spent, I want to say $43, and it cost $4.99 for the shipping. So Imperfect Foods, much like Misfit Market, it does have those imperfect foods, kind of awkward looking, uniquely shaped foods. And that's all this purpose is, to help reduce waste from the grocery stores of things that don't look amazing. So I have selected an organic produce box, and I will have a preset of what I want to order, but this, as you can see on the screen, is things that I've added to it. So this is the order that I've added to it, but it'll come preset with your box, and you can go in and add more things that you're interested in. I like to see all the produce that they have, as well as the fun staple pantry items that they may have. But in this particular order, I didn't get too many pantry items, but I was very excited about this orange juice because it hadn't come in a while. I really appreciate how this is set up versus the tiers, and I'll talk about that a bit more in my review. That is what we have. Okay, so now I'm gonna compare the two. So that sounds interesting to you? Stay tuned. All right, now here's what you've been waiting for, the comparison. Which UI think is the best, right? So I'm gonna break this down into 4 categories. So we have quality, ease of service, shipping, and price, okay? So for Misfit Foods, quality-wise, the produce looked amazing. Everything was very fresh, everything was seasonal, everything was quality. So I would rate that probably a 4.5, because ain't nobody getting 5s. And for ease of service, I'm gonna put it this way, that is real low for me, because I don't like the way it's set up with the categories, where you can only get 6 items in one group and 6 items in another group and 2 items in another group. Like, let me have all the items I want and let me just pay for it. But their pricing scale is probably different, and we'll get into that in a minute. So ease of service for that one, definitely like a 2, maybe even a 1.5. I didn't like that. And also, I'll put this in there. I had some incorrect items sent to me. Like, I ordered two things of red kale or purple kale maybe, and Tuscan kale, and they gave me 4 things of purple kale, right? So we have a little issue there. Shipping wise, the Misfit Foods has come late, but I understand why it came late, because it was like a holiday weekend. It was over Thanksgiving, so maybe that's why, but it came late, so that was an issue for me. And also it's shipped FedEx, so it's not shipped locally, which also kind of makes me go, like, where is this food coming from? So I'm gonna give it a 2. Okay, price is nice, because I paid $35, and I guess the way their pricing is set up, everything is bundled so they know what you're getting. But and this might go back again to quality, I remember getting that cauliflower that was like eensy weensy. And for the price I paid extra for it not to be like a nice sized one, I don't know. But I understand it's Misfit, but still, like, first impression, second impression of use, like 3.5, 3 my final answer. Okay. Moving on to the Imperfect Foods. Does it say Imperfect Foods on this? Yes, it does. Okay. Moving on to the Imperfect Foods. Quality of the Imperfect Foods, I feel like it could be a hit or a miss there with the quality of the food. These really are, I feel like, again, I'm going to compare. With the Misfit Foods, they looked really beautiful, and you're like, this is Misfit, but the Imperfect Foods, you're like, oh, I get it. Like, the shapes are a little funky, and they're like enormously big or really, really small. Which I guess could be the same thing for the cauliflower. But the quality, I would definitely give that like a 3. Yeah. Ease of service. Like, it's very easy to order. It's not hard, just remember, and then they moved the date up so I can get a date earlier, which is cool, which is nice to get it before the weekend comes. So ease of service will be okay. I've missed quite a few things with my Imperfect Foods. Like I just mentioned, the orange juice has been missing from the order. Finally got the order, and so maybe 3. I give that 3. Shipping. This one is delivered by a Imperfect Foods driver, and they have this cute little van that comes and they ring my doorbell, and I think a couple of times they've actually dropped it off in the back of the house. So that just feels more local, more fresh, more like, maybe farmers market-y kind of leftover type items. I don't really know where the food is coming from per se, but I like that it's coming to me from a driver, not from FedEx. So I'm definitely going to give that a 4.5. That's awesome on the shipping. And that has never been late. And it also shoots me a text message that says, hey, your stuff is on the way. It also sends me they also send me an email, which might go back into just how, quality overall, ease or whatever. They also send me an email of everything that I've purchased and hey, it's coming to you. Misfit, I don't think did that. I could be wrong, but I don't think it did that. It might have, but I don't think it did. And they definitely don't text me when it's coming. Because it's FedEx, so they send me a FedEx thing. So, yeah. Price. I mean, in comparison to each other, the price is pretty comparable. But in comparison to like what you would get in a grocery store, I think both of them are like some things are cheaper and then some things are not. But I feel like the versatility of the Misfits versus what's going on with the Imperfect Foods. Like Imperfect Foods, it's not as adventurous as Misfits would be, and maybe that's because this is strictly seasonal, where this is more. It is seasonal. Imperfect Foods is seasonal, but Misfits feels really seasonal. And I still ordered a pineapple, and it's almost winter, so I know that can't be in season. So I don't know. I spent as low as $25 on Imperfect Foods, and as much as this is probably the most I've spent, it's $50. But this is a flat $35, right? So I definitely think the price would be probably about a 4. I think it's fair. So overall, as I'm talking through this, I see the value in both of these products, and I think what is good about the Misfit Market, is that the uniqueness of the product. Of course, it's very seasonal stuff, which is probably why they're capping their price in the way that they do. There's definitely more that's given to you in one setting. Versus where I feel like Imperfect Foods is kind of like you know exactly how much is going to come because they tell you how much is going to come when you're ordering it, which is good. So it's like, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. Like to me, shipping was very reliable with the Imperfect Foods. They're very communicative. Their customer service is awesome. I haven't had to reach out to this customer service because I was like, kale, whatever. But with the price and the quality and the shipping and just the overall ease, like I'm still team Imperfect Foods. I'll probably use both to the end of the year, and then I'm just gonna go back to just using one. Just because I'm like curious if since it's new to my area, if Misfits will get better or nah. Because it's not gonna hurt me to use both. You know what I'm saying? You could just do 1 week, the other week. One of these is not gonna hurt me. The benefit of these services in general for me is it really keeps me on budget with my groceries, because I'm like, okay, I know I'm gonna spend $35 or $40, and I'm gonna be able to grab some other grab some other staple items like some beans or some rice or whatever within one of these, specifically probably an Imperfect Foods, because I didn't see anything like that in the Misfit Market, and it'll help me be able to keep my budget where I need it to be, which is the whole reason I started using this in the first place. And also because I didn't want to go in the stores. So anyways, so yeah, I'm going to be team Imperfect Foods just based off the criteria that I presented. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you gained value from it, please like it and share with a friend, and make sure you subscribe for more content like this: grocery hauls, marriage talk, money talk. It's coming. Let's let's connect and let me know in the comments which one, Imperfect Foods or Misfits Markets, have you tried and which one do you prefer. All right, guys, until next time, peace.